Thank you very much. I'm going to present instead of my colleague Samo today. So my name is Žiga Zebec. So I'm a coordinator for international projects at the Institute of Informational Science, ISOM. So today I will present one of the projects that is running on our supercomputer. It's called EPICURE, unlocking European level HPC support. So yeah, at the beginning, you saw this slide before, so I will be brief about that. So ISUM is a public institution with about 120 employees, 7 of us being dedicated to HPC. So we are mostly known for the library automation information system called COBIS, but we are also in charge of the Slovenian current research information system called CRISPR, and we are also UNESCO Regional Category 2 Center, and also part of the SLING consortium. So as mentioned before, HPC Vega was the first operational supercomputer in the Euro-HPC joint undertaking family. It went in production in April 2021. Yeah, the basic funding was 20 million, was pledged 20 million from the EU cohesion funds. So basically these 20 million were divided, 80% to the EU cohesion funds and 20% to the Ministry of Education, Science and Sport. So this was 4 million, 16 million from the cohesion funds. Then the Euro-HPC joint undertaking joined the consortia and pledged another 6 million. Then the project was renamed to, or the cluster was renamed to HPC Vega, and then the Ministry of Education, Science and Sports pledged additional 7 million for the operational cost over the 5 years. So basically in total we got 33 million euro funding over a course of 5 years. Yeah, there are several projects running on HPC Vega, international projects I have to say. So one of them being InterTwin. So this is a project where we are trying to help develop digital twins for the scientific community. Then we are involved also in the SMASH project, so you will hear much more about that later on. So this is a postdoctoral program basically that is using machine learning and try to integrate this into different fields of science. Then we are also involved in EU Master for HPC project. So this project is trying to develop curriculums for HPC professionals that will be able to operate these systems in future, hopefully. And then, of course, then is the EPICURE project, which is involved in unlocking European level HPC support. So a few more words about this project, EPICURE. So it's a consortium that consists out of 16 partners, 40 from 14 different countries. So Slovenia is being represented by ISUM and ESA. The total budget is 10 million euros, so the duration of the project is 4 years. The kickoff meeting was just this year in February in Porto. And basically the main goal is to establish application support teams in order to improve support to the users, and this mainly for second and third level support. We have already started with the project, and we have already given support to one of the projects together with our friends from Jülich, and I will talk about this a little bit later in the talk. So yeah, maybe to start with a little bit of context at the beginning. So as we heard, and we will hear it also later on, that HPC systems are very important and they have a really very positive impact on society. This is basically being done by different things that HPCs make easier for us. So mostly we can use it in science, but also in applications that science produce. In this sense, we can do more precise climate and weather modeling. We can do we can reduce the costs for research in healthcare, for example, through simulations. We can do better planning and yield predictions of renewable energy sources. We can also train and develop better and more complex AI models. And of course, all of this is being done to foster this community and the overall Euro HPC system. And yes, and because it's so instrumental also for the European Union, they have developed a dedicated company called Euro HPC Joint Undertaking, and this organization is trying to elevate the European supercomputing landscape. Right now in the Euro HPC Joint Undertaking family, we have 10 supercomputers, right? So this are the future exascale computers, so Jupiter and Giulio Verne. So basically about these two guys, Jupiter is being in test mode already, so it will be fully operational hopefully next year. Giulio Verne is still under construction, as if I recall correctly. So we have 5 petascale systems that are already operational. This is Carolina, Vega, Meluxina, Discoverer, Delusion. Of course, Vega being in Maribor. Then we have 3 pre-exascale systems in the Euro HPC Joint Undertaking family, one being Leonardo, then Lumi, and Mare Nostrum 5. A little bit about the mission. So EPICURE would like to utilize the experience and the knowledge of current and future HPC hosting organizations. So this means that we would like to do adequate code installations and porting to different infrastructures. So this is being level 2 support kind of, and then we would like to do also intra and internode optimization, focusing on accelerators and scalability. This would be kind of level 3 support. Of course, we would also like to exchange the knowledge, right, through different sites, also through different scientific communities, and this would be done by trainings, hackathons, webinars, and workshops. Of course, also what we want to do is promote sharing of expertises that are right now located at specific hosting site, which other hosting site might be lacking, and between the sharing, we could learn from other hosting sites how to help these users. And yes, of course, we want also to provide a wide pool of knowledge to all our users, so that they can also do their work more efficiently. The main goals are to establish a 4-year operational team, application support teams, that will help all the users in the Euro HPC Joint Undertaking family and also provide EU-wide support. We would also like to reach a large pool of users in this area, so users that are using Euro HPC systems. We would also like to develop a portal where you can actually access this support that is being offered by EPICURE and other teams or other projects. And we would also like to contribute to development and the improvement of the application support services, and also, of course, collaborate with the centers of excellence, which is very important because they have really the domain knowledge for specific scientists, for specific codes that is very useful, and we need to learn also a lot from this expertise. So the expected outcomes, what we would like to see at the end of the project basically is to publish a best practice guideline on how to use the code in a proper way, so that supercomputing computing power will be used properly. We would also like to create a knowledge pool of publicly available trainings and webinars. We would also like to provide the community with optimized codes for various scientific domains, in conjunction also with the centers of excellence, of course. And we want also to foster and educate HPC user communities, and provide a range of support services across all Euro HPC joint undertaking centers. So the support services that are not provided by EPICURE, this is kind of very important, and this has been touched by previous talks a little bit. The first level support, this is still being offered by Sling. So if you have problems with just general informations, or you want to generate, want to know how to generate SSH keys, or you have problems logging in, or just get access, or maybe you want to set up a proper environment for your code, prepare also workflows, softwares, or you need to build a specific container for your application, or you need to set up your SBatch scripts or submit jobs. So all this is being covered by Sling, by the first level support. So what is actually offered by EPICURE is code enablement and scaling. So this is mostly being done so that you can use other architectures on different HPC systems. So then we will offer also performance analysis. What we want to do is also we want to develop benchmarking suites in order to test your code on a specific HPC machine. We will also offer code refactoring, and also, of course, code optimization, which is the highest, the highest level of support that we will offer. So regarding the resources, how can you tap into those resources? It's you can go and apply for, first of all, you apply for your HPC resources, computing resources at this URL. So when you get access there, you can just apply for different types of calls. So this can be a development, regular screen scale call, or an AI call. So regardless of your well, let's say of the size of the project that you have submitted, you can get EPICURE support. And yes, and when your project gets accepted, then you can opt in for EPICURE support, basically, and work closely then with a team of experts that will help you achieve your goals, hopefully. Yeah, so we already had one project that we were supporting. So this was a project that was focusing on simulations in oceans and marine ecosystems. It was using GitHub RSM stack, mostly MPI and Fortran, and it had plenty of input and output files that that were needed. So what we have been doing, or what my colleagues did, is they basically tested the example that was given there. This didn't help at all, so we could not improve anything by just doing this example. So this is why we then used the real life example of the user. So using this, we were able to optimize, to refracture a little bit the SBatch, do different types of pinnings and bindings, and then also we use different compilers and flags and tested them to see what's the best combination. And also we did a little bit of analysis, or it was done actually by our colleague from Jülich. So a score P analysis of to see where the process might be optimized in future. So yeah, basically what we were able to do just by using various pinning options, we were able to optimize this by 7%. So, and if we would want to go and achieve more improvement, we would actually need to go and start refactoring and optimizing the code in order to really make it work better. So a little bit about the consortium. So as you can see, there are all the hosting entities that host HPC computers in the Euro HPC joint undertaking family. Also, ISOM is there, and Institute Josef Stefan. Yeah, and why is this important? This is very important for us because we are very, very fortunate, and I think we we will. It looks really good. That there will be a new supercomputer built in Maribor. That's going to have much more computing power, and of course more users, more applications, more scientists. And from this perspective, we would like to just get more knowledge, learn from other hosting sites, learn about other applications, how we can support our users in future, and yes, and hopefully have a very successful Vega 2. With this, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting us to give this talk, and I'm happy to take your questions. Thank you.
Žiga Zebec, thank you very much for this presentation. To the audience, any questions from your side? You can raise your hand, or if there is anyone on chat. Sir, there, in the 5th row. Can you present yourself, please?
Hi, Claudio Andini from Cineca. Not a question, but a comment. In January or rather February, another support project is sort of twin of EPICURE will start. It's called Minerva. It was devoted totally to AI application. So we will work together very closely with EPICURE, but on the other side, just to make everyone know.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? No? Maybe, yeah, I have a question. Like the current services you are offering in Slovenia, you mentioned one, but how many are there now?
You mean regarding support?
Yes.
So, I mean, there is first level support that we are offering right now. So this is what is offered by Sling. So together with our partners, right? So some people that are employed at DSM and some on other locations. So this is being provided now. So this is quite a kind of limited, right? So because you don't have extended time to spend on a specific code or a specific user, so you can do only basic things like, as said, just let it in run, making it useful for the user, but not really optimizing it, not really make it run more efficiently, making it run by spending less energy and just getting better results in shorter time. So this kind of support is still lacking, and for this reason we are trying within this project try to get the skills necessary, and also the funds necessary to offer higher support, so it's like a second level and third level support, basically refactoring codes and
what is the background of people offering this kind of support?
This is my colleague sitting over there. He is a system engineer, so he's a computer scientist. Basically, he knows everything about codes and how to use this environment, this architecture that we have on Vega properly. And yeah, and of course, then they are expanding their knowledge with domain scientist knowledges. So how to run specific programs, specific codes that are used by specific scientists in specific domains like physics, chemistry, or other domains.
I plan to ask your colleague, because first it was mentioned that Samo should be standing here.
Yes.
If I understood correctly, he's a younger colleague?
Yes.
Yeah, just beginning his career.
Yes.
And we didn't spoke today about that, but I wanted to ask him about how does he feel in this hub or the group of in Slovenian HPC sector. Can you describe it, like the mentality in this kind of sector? What are people like? How is it like to be the part of HPC sector in Slovenia?
I mean, it is very interesting. I mean, for me personally, I'm from the scientific background, so I'm a scientist, right? So for me personally, it's very interesting because I have first-hand experience with many different projects, many really good scientists, a lot of good papers. So I'm really happy that I have the chance, the opportunity to get in contact with all these people, with all this great science, and read a lot of amazing science every day. So for me, this is really nice. I would say for our younger colleagues, I would say at least for Samo, because he just started, I would say, I mean, he's not around, so you can't ask him, but I will try to answer this for him. I think it's a very good environment where you can basically really try out what you are able to do as a computer scientist, how good you are, and how well you can, you know, soak up all the knowledge that is available there, and you know, and basically just improve the knowledge that we have already, you know, and also yourself with, you know, to grow yourself and your knowledge.
So quite promising environment then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Žiga Zebec.
Thank you.
Oh. There is a one hand just to the back, sir. Can the microphone travel just to the back of this hall? Can you please present yourself?
Hi, NCC Croatia. I have a follow-up on the comment about the new project that will set up the user support, which is focused on the AI. It really does not have anything to do with your presentation, but I just want to follow up. So how will this work with the AI factories, given that they are supposed to provide the, they are focused on that particular service. So now we have another project which is going to do the same thing.
I'll give you my microphone here.
So the Minerva project will start definitely before the onset of the AI factories. It will be thought by the JU as sort of bridge towards the AI factory. We already now, I think about Leonardo in Italy, already 30% of the projects running of our supercomputers are AI. So definitely there are already a big community that needs specific support. So it will be definitely a natural evolution that we collaborate with the AI factories, sort of being also a sort of connector among the different projects and initiatives in Europe, trying to say matchmaking the requests are coming from the industrial or the academic users to those that are more, let's say, adapt to tackle them.
But the project has already been selected, so the consortia already exists.
We are in the phase of signing the grant agreement. So we are.
Is there like a conflict of interest if you also apply for AI Factory, which spans the same lifetime as the project?
Well, not really, since Minerva is already a pan-European project. So Cineca is the coordinator, but he's not the only one. There are Germans, there are French, there are other countries involved. It's just a sort of facilitator. Why there is a conflict of interest? I think the idea is to create a strong community in the whole of Europe that to make advance the capacity and capability in AI. So we are just focusing on support. What is at the moment is quite missing for the different communities.
But the support is one of the main components of the AI Factory. So if you apply for the AI Factory, if you have already applied in the last call, you will have the overlap of the basically project activities. It's more of a bureaucratic question.
The AI Factory will have a focus of supporting at the national level. So, but there are a lot of European countries that will not have an AI Factory, for example, and also the AI Factory probably will focus also some verticals that are not handled, that they're not, say, leave some holes open. So definitely it will be an ongoing work, try to, not to step in each other's toes, of course, but to make synergies.
Okay, thank you.